So you mentioned earlier on the radio about, possibly getting back into coaching. Did you have any opportunities this past year, and how soon do you see yourself trying to jump back in as maybe an assistant or head coach somewhere?
Well, right now, we're just assessing everything. Right now I'm doing a lot of kind of consulting with different teams and, defensively, and doing some traveling and things of that nature. And we've certainly looked into different possibilities job-wise, not just in football, but other arenas as well. But there's no decisions definitively that have been made. I feel really good about, the direction we're headed, and meaning me and my family, and the plan that we have moving forward. But I still feel like I had a lot to offer in the coaching field as a head coach. And so I'm certainly not saying that that's not a direction that down the road I would like to go again, potentially. But I want to make this very clear, that's not why I'm out here. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this and coming out with what I have to say because it's the right thing to say, and I want to clear up a lot of misconceptions and a lot of accusations that are false.
There's a lot of, as you said, a lot of allegations in those reports, both the ESPN report, obviously the Rupska report. Without going through all of them, is there anything in there that you would say is actually accurate? Is there anything in there that you would not say is a misconception?
There's going to be some opinion in there that you really can't comment whether it's accurate or not. But as far as the allegations that are very indicting to a university in terms of non-compliance with rules, I can't think of every single allegation in there, but I can say that the majority of the ones, certainly ones that get your attention, as in changing of grades, which is very, very, that's a very bold, and that's a very out on a limb accusation, because now you're indicting university professors, a whole university itself, as I said in my statement when I put it out 2 weeks ago, that, to be quite honest, not just for me, but a lot of people, is very offensive. And as the internal investigation unfolded at Auburn, found to be not true. The payment of players is absurd. And the notion that we would pay a player of any way, shape, or form to either come to Auburn or stay at Auburn is absurd. So there's more out there, but I think you get the message.
One of the other ones from Michael Neal in that report was basically saying that you practiced racism towards black players with tattoos that were dreadlocks. Any truth to that at all? Absolutely not.
And that's very hurtful. And unfortunately, if that's the way that he saw it, I've been coaching 27 years, and I have never, one time in 27 years, been accused of that. One of the things that I've taken the most pride in being a coach is the rapport with my players and the impact that I've at least tried to have on a lot of their lives. And the last team meeting that I was in at Auburn, when I told them that I was let go, as I walked out the door, there was a standing ovation. And within 3 minutes of the time I got back to my office, the players were lined up all the way down the hall. So I'm only telling you that because that's very hurtful. Why he says that, what the basis is, I don't know. But never in 27 years has one football player ever made that accusation about me.
One of the other accusations in it was, and I think Ms. Roberts' story, she addressed this again today, speaking of a culture of working to cover up in some way the police and some of the things that were going on there. You spoke to that in your statement 3 weeks ago. Have you, in your role as a coach at any time here at Auburn or elsewhere, worked with the local police department or law enforcement to in any way infringe on their process or investigation?
Absolutely not. To the contrary of what I how I answered that this morning. That there was allegations that we, didn't get back to the family till 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The facts simply state that there was 4 phone calls made starting at 9:01 in the morning for communication. But one of the things that I will make very clear, when there's a police investigation going on, and you don't have all the facts, okay, then you can't interfere with what is going on between the police investigation and the families. So I can 100% tell you that we were in full compliance anytime there was an issue that was regarding the Auburn Police Department. Tommy Dawson has an impeccable record. He was the chief at the time, and there is absolutely no way we would do anything other than fully comply. So I can't tell you why those accusations are made. And matter of fact, I'm not really even sure what any of that means or what the insinuation is. I can't even fathom what that means, but I can just tell you in answer to your question, that's never been done by any coach here, including myself.